And it's Sunday.
Did it work? Unmuted?
I think so.
No Tesla coil?
Yeah.
Just an AC in the background, poisoning the well for the sounds of others.
Yeah, because this well can be poisoned already.
Right.
This well is poisoned.
So, what was I thinking about? Dude, last week, listening to that back, it was kind of depressing, but not. Like the whole, the show. But it was it was just that 20-minute show.
Oh, yeah, when we thought everything was about, yeah, okay.
Yeah, when people were like, you're wasting your time, you're spinning your wheels. Yeah, that was, it was a good listen back, but not normal. It was good in a different way. You know what I mean? It really, really tied things in, I think. I don't know. For me, I'm the editor, though, so.
I'm just the guy that people listen in on, so.
What does my opinion matter? I just edit the shit.
My opinion apparently matters a whole bunch, so.
Anyhow, antisocial experience 223, finding home is tough to do, man.
Yes.
It can be. Especially because, and here's what angle I thought we might attack this from. You may have your own ideas or none. That's entirely up to you. But when you hear about people doing stuff, making a show, trying to do YouTube content. I do repairs. You started the merch stuff. We worked together on that. Literally, and I deliver food. I could go do that and repair computers literally anywhere, basically. I mean, maybe not Antarctica. I don't think there's...
You never know.
A high need for delivery in Antarctica, but I'm checking on it. But what there's stuff that keeps you tied to what you would consider home, namely family. If you have married and kids, their family. But I'm trying to think of the good way to say it. What if it doesn't feel like home, or what, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just go back to the family thing quick. Like, I say that, like, I'm here because my family's here, dude. I don't fucking ever see them. You know what I mean? Like, I see them, like, no, I'm not. You know, like, I'm not at all. Like, that's a complete lie. Like,
yeah. Well, my family's here, and I see them rarely. Like my immediate family, not married.
Right.
Wife, kids, I see daily, and they're part of the family.
You should, you know. But yeah, like you said, I don't. Not, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm staying with my mom and dad. Like, I I go weeks without talking to my dad. We live a mile apart.
That's crazy. Yeah, and I understand that all too well. And it's like this, people don't believe me when I say this is paradise. And that's like, there's two sides to that paradise coin. It's like complete paradise, but also complete hell. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
You're stuck absolutely nowhere where it's impossible to do nothing. But it's also, it's a nice area as far as where to be.
Yeah.
But completely next to impossible, like next level impossible to get anything going because of the small proximity of it.
Well, like when I was down in the city and stuff, like those guys who lived in the city their entire life, they have never seen the drugs we've seen. They have never, I remember they're like, I said about, one telling a story about getting all fucked up one night. And they're like, dude, how does even one go about like, oh, we're just going to do this tonight? And I'm like, listen, man, when you're in a town of like 1,000 people, there's absolutely nothing to do. If you go outside past 9 o'clock, you're going to get harassed by the cops. So you're sitting in your house doing something. I said, somebody bring some drugs along. Like, yeah, why not? We're not doing anything else. You know what I mean? Like, that's how that happens. I was like, yeah, like that's exactly how that happens.
For an outside perspective, I can agree.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
That's definitely like, and anybody that wouldn't understand, that's how that type of shit does happen. Or just the whole growing up and experimenting, not knowing. And not by any means am I not sitting here encouraging anybody to ruin your life with shit.
No.
That's not our message.
No, I'm just saying like that. If they wanted to know how like that comes up or like go, like that's right there, man. We don't have clubs to go to. We don't have, you know what I mean? We just don't have anything.
Literally weekdays, 5 o'clock comes. Some people roll their sidewalks up and put them away. You know, that's where we're at.
It's so fucking true, too, man.
That's where we're at.
Oh my god,
literally.
That's good stuff.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, Jimmy, get out there and roll up the sidewalk. We're closed.
Well, dude, it was just like yesterday. Or was it today? Yesterday was a parade, you know? Dude, there was freaking chairs fucking strapped to, trees and whatnot for 4 days, dude. Like, it's not the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. Like, it's the Phillipsburg Heritage Days parade. I think you'll get a seat, Like, good Lord, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that
just
that chair war
yeah,
section, like trees roped off,
yeah.
that section of yellow curb blocked off with
There
a
was like 2
sawhorse.
capture the flags on each end. I'm like, "What are you guys doing?"
But yeah, so finding home, is this home? It's ours.
It's where we live.
Yeah, we try to do the best we can with it. But if you're stuck in a small place, I guess with experience of what I have of being from a small area most of my life, I've lived in a few big cities, and definitely you can get into something there, but not where I would want to permanently reside. That concrete and
Dude,
no.
I hate driving in the city. I got anxiety to pull my car out because I knew as soon as I did, somebody was taking my motherfucking spot. Like I just I had 3 cars totaled down there in 5 years, and I wasn't driving. I wasn't driving a single one of them. They were all hitting runs at night.
That's very true. Home is where you lay your head,
Yeah,
Mr. Chris.
I wouldn't say that all the time because
But
yeah,
yeah,
there's
I
places I've
mean,
laid my head. And I'm like, this is not home.
yeah, yeah. No, I can see both sides of that one. But it's just trying to do something, whether it be self-employment, a hobby, creating content, whatever it when you can literally do something like that anywhere, you really got to admire the people that just toss it all, go to somewhere they don't know, and start up and charge ahead like full speed and succeed.
hmm
Like that takes, I don't know. I think that takes some willpower I haven't discovered yet.
And some gumption, man. Like it does. Like
That's
you,
a word I haven't heard for a while.
yeah, tenacity is another good one too.
Tenacity, yeah,
Yeah.
right. But I don't know, and it just it. I think along the way of trying to do whatever you may be doing, if you're second, third, fourth guessing yourself where you're not quite sure, just take a look around. Do you feel like you're at home, or do you like actually examine it? Is the grass greener on the other side? Because chances are it's not, and we're conflating all kinds of terms here.
Yeah.
I understand that, but
The dog days of summer.
yeah,
There's another term.
dude. Also, I want to take and I've been hearing about this because I watch so many people from the UK with YouTube stuff, not only repairs, but with gaming, like streamers
Yeah.
and other things. Any UK people? Are you guys really having a heat wave coming up? Like, is this like a state of emergency thing? Like for Monday, Tuesday, like gonna get super hot. We'll wait on that to come in. But I've been hearing about it like
Over there is gonna be hot here
over
too.
there.
It's
And
not
it's
gonna,
like, are these people exaggerating this, or is this like supposedly going to be record highs? Because I was talking to one person in a chat about it, and I'm like, wow, that sounds bananas.
yeah, that's hot, man.
But if that is, let me do the conversion on this quick. Oh, how would I do that?
Hang on.
I got it. I figured it out last second, dude. Last second. So what were they? Oh, ads. No thanks. I don't want to subscribe. I just want your information. So allegedly, yeah, it's going to be like over 100 degrees. Is that really heat wave?
Oh,
Is that heat wave level over there?
what's heat wave?
Like how anything over 35°C is a pandemic.
No shit.
38 here, possibly 4, and that's Monday, Tuesday. Like, is this what people's panicking about? Because that's like, how hot is that? That's like, it's got to be well over 100 when you translate that. Because I know,
Was it?
wasn't what?
I was trying to think. Hang on, I got to figure out how to say this in backwards. Shit. Just go on without me.
All right. He was working on I can't do backwards either, my friend. Backwards does not work. Not for this guy. But no, I just yeah. I heard people talking about it. I wanted to ask the question. And it just because I don't normally run in the Celsius scale. So they're talking about it. And it doesn't sound serious. But then when you actually translate, it's like, wow, it's up over 100. And that shit is hot here. When it gets to that level, man, I don't.
When you're in the city, dude, like you said, with all the concrete and stuff, like, dude, it's like 10 degrees hotter no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, it's so hot.
Yeah, kind of like when you get into a mountain area like the state park here, it's like it drops 10, 20 degrees
Yeah.
for whatever reason, gets so much colder.
Yeah. The air's thinning out.
Don't understand it. Don't want to, man. Don't want to. But no, back to the home thing, finding home. We're currently in that situation, kind of, because of seeking workspace, space to start expanding, grow, and that's another thing, like changing career paths. I've seen people do that, and do you know, like, I can't even imagine how lost I would feel. Completely changed because I've done it once. Changed like what I did for my main job to something else, and it was, dude, it was terrifying. I can't imagine doing it multiple times because known people that were trying to find out where they wanted to be, what they wanted to be doing.
I can't imagine having the money to do it multiple times. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Like that in itself, man, is just because you're learning something. Like you're gonna lose money off the get go. Like you know what I mean? If you're producing a product, like that's just how it is. Like you know what I mean? You don't know what you're doing yet, but like yeah, you to keep doing it and keep doing it, like with multiple things. Like no, man, the bank's got to dry up eventually. Like,
yeah. I mean, I was doing residential construction, building houses and whatnot, and a lot of roofing, siding, all the crap that goes along with that, and changed from that to like food service, and it was just two different worlds. And I'm like, I don't know about this.
yeah, if you could turn back time, you'd be like, no, don't do this.
No, I'd probably like never do the building.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't kick on it.
I wouldn't take my food service knowledge away. No, I definitely wouldn't.
No, definitely not. But it was a whole changing a job field. I just felt lost and literally like not homeless. Like I had a place to stay, but I felt like just like I wasn't home, like wasn't comfortable. It took a while to become comfortable with it where I didn't have that feeling. And like, okay, maybe you're doing something different. Maybe this is a step in the right direction, you know?
Yeah, I always like to like when you start a new job or whatever, you'll go in and like everybody in the fucking crew has like my example. Like one time I walked in, and everybody has these brand new Carhartt Walker lumber jackets, and I like sit down, and I'm the only one without a coat. And I'm like, well, I'm glad nobody can tell I'm the new guy.
The
Like,
new guy.
yeah, because everybody was in the same coat except for me. I'm just like, this is awkward.
And I think it kind of does. Like when you start something new, especially uniform based employment, if you're new, you're sticking out.
That's what I mean. That's what I was getting at. Like you're just like, that's not the new guy, is he? You know what I mean?
As
Like,
far as the metaphorical whack a mole game, you're getting hit first.
Yeah, yeah,
For quite a while,
and probably last too.
Yeah, just for good measure.
Just cuz.
New guy, get him.
Fucking noob.
Okay, so let me check this chat here. It was 35 the other day, and that was too hot for you. Yeah, I can understand that. Remember the Celsius conversion?
Oh, yeah,
like I
yeah.
read it and it doesn't process it first, then I try and do the conversion, and it starts making sense. They don't have air conditioning in the school for the youngster, Phil. That's bananas, man. Or Philip, sorry.
Wait, they don't have what?
He's saying about he's not sending the youngest. He's only two. The other ones have. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Or maybe they do have it and he's just not sending. Maybe we read that wrong.
Like, I'm not sending the youngest to school. He's only 2. I'll send the girls 7 and 8 as they have air conditioning. They do have air conditioning. Okay.
Right. But I was talking about the young one. Maybe they don't, or maybe just because he's so young.
Yeah.
Youngsters, you got to worry about, man.
Dude,
the little ones.
Yeah, because like I don't know, it's such a fragile. You know what I mean? Like anything and everything can go wrong with that.
Yeah, just that's a whole nother thing. We ain't even getting into that one. It's just scary having kids, man. Being around them, just the craziness that can come up. Don't have AC everywhere like those across.
Oh, whoa, bud. All right, wow. Listen. The only AC I got a ceiling fan and I have a mouse running in and a wheel. He pushes it with a freaking bucket of water sitting beside it that missed me. Okay, you're gonna miss me.
It's true. I've seen it. I helped set it up.
Yeah. I think we should get Chris like a garden hose and a fan, and he can now have a, luxurious like us.
We could get him some ice cube trays so he can freeze them, set them in front of the fan.
Yeah, or like one of them hand fans. You remember those? The ones that just like you hold in your hand. It's like you can sit there with an ice cube beside his head, just like
Keeping cool.
uh-huh.
No,
When keeping it real goes wrong.
but no, it's strange times, man. And doing the whole all over again. I try to keep on topic, but also have fun. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that. The whole, hey, let's do this. Let's try and grow this. Take this bigger steps slowly at a time together with doing the merchandise. It's that feeling of homelessness, looking for a direction. Like you kind of have a direction where you're going.
I think I do.
Yeah, but you're not sure. You're not sure what heading you need to take to get there,
Or how to even, yeah, or what, like any of it, because it's untraveled road.
and it's weird while working and having employment, being stable, but also having that feeling at the same time while trying to do something. It's just such a crazy feeling.
Yeah.
And like I said,
yeah.
it's like lost, homeless all over again.
It's definitely something I've never experienced before. It's interesting. And like being in business is such a thing I've realized too. It's like you're either like rolling in a kiddie pool full of nickels and dimes, and you know what I mean, because you're rich, or you have nothing. You know what I mean? It's one or the other. There's no in between. It's one or the other.
Yeah, that have nothing. Those days are hopefully long behind me.
Yeah,
But
same here. I think I'm still gonna have them for a while, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
But
What would I even get?
here do we go. How do you measure success?
But how much fun you have?
Right.
Yeah.
And not the money,
No, you can take it out with you.
the happiness, the fun. That's generally how I measure it.
Yeah,
Success, and I guess different people measure it different ways.
yeah. Some people measure by money in a job, titles.
I don't know, man. I can't imagine being the guy that only ever cared about money, chasing money, and missed out on most of the rest of life, then had to look back and be like, damn.
Yeah,
And I made all this, but I can't take it to the grave with me.
right.
Like somebody else is going to get it.
Yeah, and like for what? Yeah, like for what?
I don't know, man. Those guys don't make sense to me, but I understand the world needs them. It takes all kinds to keep it spinning.
Like my dad, he's he made a will out or whatever a while ago. He's like, well, I made sure I left you money in there. I was like, why?
I was working on that too.
Yeah,
Will.
yeah, but I was like, why? I'm like, your job is done at that point, Dad. I'm like, it's done. You know what I mean? Like, like quit worrying about it. You're worried about a time that you're not even going to be here, man. Like, you shouldn't worry about that. I appreciate it. I think it's cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, very nice, but like, you shouldn't worry about that. Spend that money. It's yours. Like that's how I see it.
Yeah, I don't understand the taking it with them.
No.
Let's examine a situation, because there's a group of people that are holding out for being able to be uploaded into the machine, like computerized consciousness. Like
Oh, really?
if they figure out the tech to be able to actually upload your personality, who you are, your, in essence, your soul and everything into a computer, and you live on in a digital world, do you get to take your money with you? Like, are you going to need some form of digital money to live in that world?
I would imagine they transfer it to like Bitcoin or something, right? Like in between.
Or what if when some dummy like us comes along, trips on the cord and unplugs the computer?
And that's like shit that totally happened.
You know what I
like,
mean?
oh man, there's like a group of 300 people, and I'm like, oh. One time, real quick story. We're out of Blackie, right? They used to do that before COVID. They used to do like the winter days out there for like 2 or 3 days during the winter. But they had a snowmobile poker run, okay? At the end of the poker run, it ended at this camp, dude. And I'm talking there was 500 to 700 people at this camp, okay? My brother comes ripping through, Nick. His fucking brakes go out on a snowmobile, dude. He rolls that son of a bitch in front of 800 people like 4 times, dude.
Who's this?
My brother.
Davo, an American?
Yeah, out at Blackie.
Jeez.
Like I said, the poker runs ended, and everybody from poker runs. I'm talking 600 to 800 people, dude. And I mean, right in front of all of them.
Just rolled it.
Yeah, I looked at my dad. I was like, "Well, that wasn't good, was it?" And he's like, "Oh my god."
He was okay.
Yeah. It's just so many people. They're like, "Holy fuck!"
You were standing there. Of course, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, like that sucks.
Yeah, so that's the daily life that I exist in, man. I'd be the guy tripping over unplugging the computer on the people, or the life support for that person, whatever. I try not to. I really try not to be a hindrance, but it
I'm clumsy, man.
I think I'm a magnet for
I'm definitely
a shit magnet.
yeah.
I'll put it that way.
I'm definitely clumsy, man.
No, it's a different feeling. And I don't know, kind of the message I had today was if you're sitting there and you want to be doing something and you're not, you're just thinking about it, you know. It's the same message that it always is. Be a good person
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
just do it.
Mhm.
Attempt it.
Yeah.
Whether it's starting whatever podcast idea you had or
Yeah, because you are in a sense you're measuring your sense of success or failure here. So like
yeah,
no matter what, and if you don't stop doing it, you never fail. So
no.
you know what I mean? Just keep plugging away at it,
or
man.
or, or you want to start learning to repair stuff. Start tearing some shit you have apart. Figure it out. Start
Right.
your YouTube channel. Start your merch. Whatever it is. Like, if you don't ever start, you're never gonna know. You'll never have an answer.
Nick, what's the date today?
The date
Yeah.
7/17.
7/17 is what officially 1 year today since we've been screen printing.
Like one year. Like
1 year today.
nice. That's badass, dude.
Yeah. We made it. Yeah, it's
That was a
crazy.
scary fucking year, dude.
Oh my god. But yeah, we made it.
Do we get to like not white knuckle at some point?
I think so, and I think we could get nice watches too at some point. You know? I don't know who buys them,
A
but
ring? We get a ring
yeah,
with our names.
yeah. No, it's one that makes us disappear.
Oh, all right. Well, shit, I need a couple extra.
I know. We got to take it to Mount Doom at the end.
Fucking A, dude.
I'm not even into the show on that either.
The red pill or the blue pill? I don't know which one did what. The red
Yeah.
one?
What was that from?
The blue pill, I think the Matrix. I think the blue pill, it all goes away and he doesn't remember it. Red pill, he sees the reality that
Yeah, I would probably just take the blue because I like blue better.
I do like blue better, but I don't want to be like baffled and not know. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'd rather know like
I
what's
don't know if I
real
want that
versus
cherry aftertaste either.
yeah.
Oh, dude. Artificial cherry is gross. I don't like cherries to begin with. Artificial cherry, ugh, nasty.
That's an yeah, that's an understatement.
Yeah, dude, it's gross.
I'm trying to keep up with chat. We'll keep this rolling here. Yeah.
I've been thinking about winning the lottery. Is that like if you do that like a bunch, does it happen? Like
I don't know.
he's like meditating it right in.
But yeah, if you're thinking, go do it, man. Make it happen. I mean, there's
Hey, another good story. One day they were giving away concert tickets. It was when the Buzz was still in town. Okay,
the radio station,
yeah.
the Buzz.
So the M&T Bank, where's that now? Dude, it was opening that day. That's how long ago this was. It was the first ATM, Nick, that gave away something other than 20s, increments of 20s. So this you could get exact change. It was like the biggest deal.
It was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And you could deposit like change.
Exactly, dude. You could pause any amount. So they were giving away Quiet Riot and Ted Nugent tickets. I always wanted to see Ted Nugent. I looked at my buddy that morning. I said, we were going down there and we were winning those fucking tickets. Dude, I went down there and I won those fucking tickets.
Nice.
Like, yeah, it was cool as shit.
Nice. Yeah, I remember those ATMs. They didn't last long.
No.
Because they figured out it wasn't.
Well, I think too, like, I think all the parts and everything, like, I think they were busting up pretty, you know what I mean? Like, breaking down and, like, it's a lot of maintenance.
To keep it
up and running, yeah.
Yeah, we'll give you exact change you want or you can deposit change.
But, dude, it was cool as shit.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish they'd bring it back. And I have a story about that. I didn't see that one when it opened. I didn't live in this area. I lived up the road a little ways. And my friend was telling me about it. I'm like, are you fucking with me right now?
I did. I mean, it was.
He's like, no. I'm like, show me. So we hop in my car, drive down the road like a mile down to his mom's bank. He's like, check it out. I'm like, what? Make it work. Show me. And he did. And I'm like, no. Like,
yeah, dude.
What was the point? I understand the point.
Right, but what really was the point? You know what I mean? Like, I see what you're saying. Like, why did we? You know, like I didn't need to pull out $9,227.17.
Right.
Like for what? Odds are you have 17 cents in your like fifth pocket.
I feel like whoever designed that must have been like a NASA fan or whatever. Why go to the moon? Because we can.
Right.
Why pull out exact change? Because we can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Because we couldn't before.
And we can now. Damn
it. Pull out your pockets.
Yeah, that's but no. Start what it is you have not been you've been thinking about.
Or
try it.
procrastinating on.
I wouldn't say procrastinate because you'll never know. I mean, if
Well, some
I
people do procrastinate on it. They're like, oh, like look at the guy I used to work with. He's, oh yeah, I'm getting to that. Yeah, what? Like, what year are you thinking? Like,
that is true, I
I mean, it
mean,
happens, and not just him. I mean, it happens with other.
no, lots of
Yeah,
people, and if that's what's holding you back, just do it.
break through the wall,
In
man.
our instance, just some known facts, just for new people that may hear just this show and never listen again, or have never heard any shows before, and you wander here somehow. Neither of us can stand to hear ourselves. Cameras, none of it.
I've never once did I ever say I want to be a podcaster. Never ever did I ever
Into
say
a
that.
mic.
Yeah, never ever did I ever say that.
Yet,
Yeah, here I am every Sunday.
yeah, making fools of ourselves on the regular.
Yeah,
But it's all right. It's I think it's part of it.
it is, and I feel like it helps everything. Like I feel like everything's connected in a weird sense of way. As far as shows, business, like
And it's a lot of people's strategy, and sadly, we completely ass backwards, is when you have a business, when you have something you're doing, something that you're good at, skilled at, you generally would have some type of, if you're going to do a show,
right,
use that more like the marketing arm of for what you do.
exactly.
And that's that it, can you market what you do if it's DIY, like all around?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I've always done, is just DIY, talk about random weird ass shit.
So like me and you have talked about doing like the printing videos and stuff, and I think like I took one with my phone. I think I'm gonna make a couple more, and then we can figure out what do we want to do with them. Do we make another channel? Do we want to like,
Incorporate, yeah.
you know what I mean? We'll have to figure that stuff out.
Yeah, leave some comments, people. What do you think?
Yeah,
Do we bomb this channel that we is going on 5 years with, or show
yeah,
with printing content and making merch, or do we do that separate and just
right.
keep talking about everything we talk about?
Yeah, while screwing up T-shirts too and stickers.
Dude, you can't learn without making some mistakes.
No, man, no. I mean, or a whole bunch of them, regardless.
I think the point you start worrying and like maybe think about like stopping is when it's the same mistake over and over, and you just,
Yeah, there's no growth. There's no, you know what I mean? If you're like down to 2 customers, like like nobody else is calling. Like,
yeah, or
I mean, and then I'm talking months of this. You know what I mean? Like
years.
even.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say
Like if you're
try
not,
something else.
yeah, if you're not growing, like eventually you just gotta.
You know what? So I listened to a guy that talks about podcasting,
Okay.
and for lately it's been a trend of them, like, people were taking the how do I want to say it, the consistency message the wrong way. Like, people were just showing up and consistently doing like bad, horrible content. Okay. And they're like, oh, my show should be growing. And it's like, well, no, like, you need to deliver some type of value or laughter, or, whatever it is.
Or even like promote it. Like,
Yeah. Promote, like, wondering why they're not growing at all ever.
well, let's look at my show for a second. Like, okay, you've seen the episodes where there's 150 people watching, and that's usually when the guest is pushing the shit out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you've seen in other instances where you get rocked, and nobody's
It's like 4.
That's what I mean. And there's still like 4 because no, like, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I didn't hear nothing about that. So
And how do you, yeah, I don't know. If I was gonna be somebody's guest, or say, you like, all right, I'm finally having the editor for the show on to
yeah,
talk, and I go on, the last thing I would have in my mind is to not promote the show I was just on and promote some other show that I was gonna do. Like that. That's so counterproductive to what
yes,
you just
it makes no sense.
say no and don't do the one show if you're going to promote the other one.
Yeah, I just
I don't know. I guess when you're trying to grow something, though, you want to get out there. Let's look at that before I even say it. When you're trying to make something, grow something, whether it be a business, a channel, social media content, whatever, do you think you can be too many places?
like as in like oversaturating somewhere.
Yeah, like,
I think it may be depending on what you're selling, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Depending on
what
your
you're
product.
doing,
Yeah.
what you have, and I agree. I tend to agree because there's the aspect of if you're somebody that people want to have on a show to interview, there's a couple ways. Like either you're going to be getting all the same interviews from people, or you're going to have the few oddball people that don't do that same interview that want to like pick up like after where that interview ended and continue on from there. Those are
Yeah.
like the two ways people are going to do it. And I think as you said, oversaturated would be a good way to say it. I think you can be in too many places.
Yeah. No, like last night when I went to that picnic, I took like 5 Quick Eddie shirts and I just handed them out to 5 people, but they're all from different states. So I'm like, there you go. Like, it's a good way to get out there. Like, the cost.
Handing stuff out.
Yeah, I handed out 5 shirts. It's going to 5 different states now. Like, that's
Yeah, somebody
it.
can see it.
Yeah. And that's
If
free
somebody asks
advertisement.
about it,
Yeah,
yeah.
free advertisement, man. So I was like, but like, I didn't take 100 of them for the whole party or anything either. Like everybody,
Yeah, I think that would be overdoing it.
200 people in the same shirt. You roll up, you're like, what the hell is going on here?
Family reunion?
Yeah.
How do I?
Yeah. Wait, am I in the right place? I didn't talk to my family.
Oh, shit. Yeah. No. Anyhow, these a couple podcasters were talking about showing up consistently due to bad stuff that's counterproductive. You have to show up, deliver value, laughter, something. That's the consistency message, the way that it was meant to be taken.
Yeah.
And then they're saying about all these shows that people started when the 2020 apocalyptics kicked off, right? Of everybody starting a podcast, because a lot of podcasts were started that year due to so many people being home.
Right.
And they were saying about how many bad shows there were, or how many empty like shows where people did like 3, 5, 7 episodes, and then it's just left there in the directory to not be deleted. People are going to find that, and it's hard sifting through all that to find a quality show. And so for a while, the group of podcasters that were talking about this were like, yeah, don't be those people that are just going to do, they have shows about creating a podcast or creating content, and they're saying, yeah, do it if you have the idea to. But then they're also saying, well, don't do it if you're going to, if you're not sure what you want to do. And then finally, one of them came out and said, it's fine. If you want to do a show for fun, do it if you want to. And it's like, how can you give out like literally 4 different messages and not confuse? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then they'd ask them, they'd say 5 messages. They'd be like, well, why are you confused?
Right. But no, and they went into a lot more detail, and it was evident what they were talking about. So if it's confusing, I apologize. I'm not great at explaining it, but it's just that the message changed over time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the whole conversation around creating specifically a podcast or an online show, any type of content.
Yeah, because they made a huge deal about that for a minute, weren't they?
Yeah, just the whole people like going in, trying it, uploading literally 2, 3 episodes, and like, yeah, no, and it's just horrible audio. They went in, interviewed their first 3 or 4 friends, and then called it quits.
No shit.
Yeah, that's kind of the stuff they were talking about.
Yeah, that sucks.
So they're saying don't do it, and well, they're saying if you have an idea you want to do it, start it, try it. And then they're saying don't do it. Then they're saying, well, you have to do it consistently, but do consistent, good content.
Then they're like, well, let's phone a friend to get this answer.
And then it changed to, yeah, just if you want to do it for fun, go ahead. It's okay. It's like, man, if I only caught certain episodes, I would be so lost. I would not even want to do it.
No.
Not create anything. But that's me. And I'm usually lost a lot, so.
Yeah. This is like the only place I know how to get to.
Right?
Yeah. Metaphorically and in real life.
All right. Where are we at here, people?
We did pretty good, man. 35.
Jesus. Where's time go? I wish we could manufacture time. We'd be so rich.
Oh, my God, dude.
So rich. Next episode, time for sale.
Yeah.
We'll crack this egg. Give us a week.
Yeah. All right. Let me know when you're ready for me.
Oh, for the time. I know. I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
People, if it's going to be hot, Stan, man, take extra special care of your kids. I know we do. Personally, we worry about it when it gets super hot here. We try to keep them in as much as they should be out running. When it's like up around 100, yeah, they can go out for a little bit, but keep eyes
Yeah,
on the youngsters. They're going to be the future of this place, man.
yeah.
We need somebody to take care of us.
Take care of your pet, spade, neuter, Bob Barker style. But that's not even my ending either. You ready for it?
Sell it, man.
All
Sell
right.
it. Sell this.
All right. This week we're gonna go with the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one, where at the end of Splinter is like, I always liked Cowabunga.
He said that at the end?
Yeah. And then they go, Cowabunga, hit hands, and that shit.